given the fact that Kimberly is already trying to save for a wedding, we don't want to touch those dollars. We wanted to come up with 5 big tricks and tips that we thought you can implement to really save up to that kind of 460 range that you're going for. And the first one I like to call the 21-day challenge. Basically, you just get lots of money. I'm just kidding, but I wish. What you do is you and your fiance, Chris, are gonna put a jar in your room, and every morning, so on day 1, you'll put down $1. You'll put it in the jar. Day 2, you put $2 in it. And day 3, you put $3 in it, and so forth and so on, all the way until you get to 21 days. It's really a simple way to start your day. You have to take it out of your wallet and put it in. And by the end of it, you save $231. But most importantly, you've started your day thinking about saving. The next really big trick that we wanted to do was, it's called tip yourself. So we looked at the spending for the last handful of months. And what we found is that Kimberly and her fiance eat out about 8 times a month, and a lot of us eat out.
Wow, that's a lot.
And we all know that eating out versus eating in, you're gonna spend less eating in. But what we don't often think about is actually how much tips add up. So what we looked at, and you can see it right here, we grabbed these 2 restaurants. You tip about $30 a week, so that's an extra $120. And if you think about it, Rachel, that's just money that really could be going back into your spending. So by eating out less, we're gonna put an extra $120 into this money pit that you have over here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the next one that we love is called match what you spend. So we looked at your habits, and you have one very big habit. A lot of people have the same habit, but she gets a latte every single day, Monday through Friday, every single week. So
like, if you take coffee away from me, you better stay away for the rest of the day, because I'm coming for you hard. Yeah. Anyway.
So what we decided to do is, obviously, you know, things like you can get the coffee at home, coffee at work, or just get drip coffee. But what we really like about this is the behavioral habit of when you get the latte, because you're still probably going to get the latte sometimes, you have to actually match what you spend into your money jar.
That's fair.
So the 4th tip that we love is called keep it in your cart. So as a financial expert, I always have a list. If you have a list, and I hear you have a very long list this year, Rachel.
I am an obsessed list maker.
Because once it's on your list, it actually
That's
allows
right.
you not to throw the things that you don't need. But there's one other thing when you're shopping virtually online, which I love. So I put things in my cart, and I wait 24 hours to 48 hours.
Brilliant.
And here's why. What happens is the stores, because you have an abandoned cart, often send you these final sort of discounts to say, hey, come back, buy it. Often they range from 5 to 20%, or things like free shipping. And that's a simple way to save on things you're gonna buy anyways. So Kimberly, you were telling me that you have something you wanna buy for Chris for Christmas. What is it?
So we decided to buy each other things off our registries. So
That's brilliant.
So
that is such a cool idea.
So then we both could enjoy the gifts. So I thought about buying him a wine cooler that we registered for on our registry.
So how much is it?
$300.
Okay, so one of the things I like people to think about is I want you to know what your hour's worth. So when you think about buying something, how do you actually have to work? How many hours to buy that? So that's $300. What do you make? I think you make per hour $24, is that right? So 300 divided by your hourly wage comes to just over 12 hours. So if you think about that, you have to work, Kimberly, 1 day, 2 days, maybe even 3 when you think about taxes to be able to buy that. And it's a really important way, Rachel, just to level set. You know, $300 may not seem like much. 3 days of hard work when I just told you you can't have your cappuccino anymore, that's a totally different dynamic.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is another thing I like people to think about when you go shopping. What is that worth? So when you think about...
Actually think about, time is money, period.
Literally.
Right.
So all of this that we just did added up to a total of $431 that Kimberly now has to safely shop for her family.